Welcome back to another episode of Awaken Within. I have not been on here for a week or two. There has been a lot of changes in my life in the last week and a half, and I'm feeling really blessed and busy, but in a good way. So, today's episode, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about radical acceptance. It's something that I've been trying to integrate into my life and work with and allow it to work with me, accepting the way things are truly and completely, no matter what they are, just allowing them to be there and validating them. So this could be you basically having a terrible experience or getting cut off, or it could be from like the littlest thing to the biggest thing that's ever happened in your life or will ever happen in your life. And that comes from a place that is saying kind of to the universe that whatever happens, I'm going to just go with the flow and accept the way it is. That's something that I've been trying to put into my life, and it is definitely a challenge for sure, especially when you have these like triggers or an emotion that comes up that is blowing your socks off and you feel like your chest is going to explode into the abyss, but it's just exploding inside of your chest. So it hurts, like when you have triggers come up. But accepting those triggers and just breathing through them, allowing them to just be there and process them without putting too much thought into it or allowing the thought to like take you into that emotion. I hope that makes sense, because it makes sense up here. So, so let's see, if I usually go by like my own business that I can like help relate with that situation. What? I don't know what I'm saying right now. Okay, good. I'm glad that we're all here. So let's talk about the full moon. So for me, the full moon, when we have a full moon or we're going into a full moon, as of the last year, I feel intense energy. I can't sleep. I feel like the moon is trying to tell me something in a way. So it's like, okay, don't sleep so I can tell you something. So I'm laying in bed and I'm having, all these thoughts in my head about this, that, and the other. Every rabbit hole you can think of, I went down. But I took that time to be like, okay, I'm going to radically accept the emotions that I'm feeling right now and allow my breath to be the processor. So I just started intentionally breathing deep and just feeling the emotion of it and allowing it to be there and accepting it for what it is and for what it has been in my life, which was kind of challenging. I mean, I guess you would call it shadow work. Who knows? It was just about sitting there and allowing these emotions and these triggers to come in and just breathe through them. So it ended up being a really great night, besides having like a full moon hangover where you're just like, what happened? Where am I? Besides that, it was good because I processed through so much stuff. Like the most random things would come into my head that I didn't even know that I still like was triggered by. But in that just breathing, like even if you have to count how long you're breathing in and out, like the box breath for a 4 count in, a 4 count out, or 4 count in, 4 count holding your breath, 4 count out, 4 count holding your breath. That's the box breath. That is one that works really good because you can actually count with it, and it helps put your mind into that cycle. So you're not so much attaching yourself to the things coming up. You're just breathing through these emotions coming through. And in that, I personally feel like you're processing through stuff and getting rid of some emotions and energy that you no longer need and they're no longer necessary. This time of the year for me is my favorite. I love fall. Being an artist, all the colors that are around everywhere, I'm just constantly like, oh, I should take a picture by that tree. That's what my grandma used to do when I was young, and I could never understand. She'd be like, kids, get out, go stand by the tree, and she would take a picture. But now, I find myself really wanting to do that. Also, fall is about just shedding the old, and that is what I have been doing, and it feels like heaven on earth. It feels really good. And I mean, to the point where I'm just like, I kind of want to get rid of all my stuff too. So I don't know what that's about. I feel like this time on earth is so short and you never know. So why not try to live it why not try to live it as if this could be your last day? Why not try to love people in your life like you would if that would be the last time you'd ever see them? Whether they're gonna die, you're gonna die, someone's gonna die. It's true. It's gonna happen. And we are the only ones that can change our lives. So why not, reflect out what you want back from people? Point out the best things in people. Love them. Just be love. That's a good one. Just be love. I'm gonna take this off because I'm hot and just got done working out. So don't be jealous of those. Just radical acceptance. Just accept yourself. That's all you can do. Thank you for being patient with me. Getting to you has been a challenge, but I'm glad that I got the time to do that today. And I look forward to the next video. So don't forget, accept things in your life, no matter what they are. Emotionally, physically, whatever. I mean, obviously, if you're being abused in some way, you should probably get out of that. This is more of a just reminder that things happen in your life, but those things that happen are also what made you who you are now. So that should be good. You should be working on that. That's what I'm working on. And if you're listening to me at all, that's probably something you're working on as well. So just love yourself. Don't feel shame or guilt or any of the things for where you've been and what you're doing in your life. Also, just radically accept yourself right now, even if you're depressed, even if you're in love. No matter what you are, just accept yourself and be present in that. Just love that and accept it. I'm now rambling, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you. I love you all. Have a beautiful, blessed day full of magic and unicorns.